Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. This is Ellis Fam Life, #Autistic Twins. I'm Amber and the mom of Alex and Will, a set of nonverbal autistic twin boys. And this is an Inner Circle Monday. And the question of the day that I want to bring up is, have you done DNA testing? And lots of thoughts kind of swirling in my brain about this. I just got the box for the Spark as you're scrolling on Facebook, and anytime you click on something autism related, and if you post anything about autism, there is an algorithm for everything. I fully believe that. And I think that there's also an algorithm for autism, like Facebook picks up on those keywords. Well, at some point a few months back, I started seeing that Spark Autism ad where this big research company wants to test your DNA if you have a diagnosis of autism, either yourself or your family member. They want you to send a sample. They want to test your DNA to see if to add it to their database and to, further the research as to what causes autism. As you're scrolling through Facebook, if you've ever posted anything about autism or if you have an autistic loved one, mostly the world knows it because you interact with your friends and family on Facebook. Well, the algorithm will pick it up. And as soon as I started talking about the twins being autistic, I started seeing that ad from Spark Company. And y'all know what I'm talking about. If you've been in the world of autism for any length of time, you know what I'm talking about. It's that big research company where they send you a kit and you submit a saliva sample, and they want to test you and your autistic loved one. Like usually it's your child. They want to do a lot of research and see what's causing autism. They want to add it to the database. I mean, I think it's wonderful. Like there's a company out there that's big enough, and I'm sure they get a lot of funding. And as we raise awareness and acceptance for autism, eventually, from a previous episode, I've talked about we're going to find the answer. It may take a while, but we'll find the answer. And right now we're contributing to the research that is going to find us the answer. Anyway, my question of the day is, what do you think about the Spark thing, and have you done it? I know they also offer a little incentive. If you submit everybody that submits samples and they're able to use the samples and everything, I think they give you an Amazon gift card, which is a pretty good incentive. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm a little bit put off with it only because it's selfish. There is no way in the world I'm going to get saliva from the twins. And it takes a good bit of saliva. I think it takes like a teaspoon or something. Y'all can correct me if you've done it. Let me know in the comments. But it takes I feel like a whole teaspoon of spit. So I'm a nurse, but still spit and contributing a whole stylet milliliter, 5 milliliters, whatever of saliva. It's just, the thought of it is just disgusting to me. And I have to get my husband to do it, and I have to get the two older boys to do it, and then I have to try to extract that much saliva from the twins. And I've actually got the kits sitting in a cabinet in the kitchen, kind of a higher cabinet, so that I don't lose them and I know where they are. And I've actually had the kits sitting in there for about 3 months, and I thought, oh, let me get through the BBC thing, let me get that all settled down, let me get through, Frank just had surgery, so let me get through the back surgery. And now I'm like, I just don't want to do it. It just seems so nasty and disgusting. And here I am in a previous video saying, we have to contribute to research. We have to raise awareness. We have to do blah, blah, blah. And then on the flip side, I'm just like, oh, I don't even want to think about that. It just feels like it would be disgusting. And how am I going to extract, a teaspoon of spit from each one of my twins? And the irritating thing about Alex right now is he walks around chewing on his shirt. Like, I remember being a little kid and chewing on my hair. Like, it was disgusting, but you know how you do that when you're a kid. Well, Alex has got this thing where he chews on his shirt. So he'll walk around and his shirt will be drenched in his own spit. And it's nasty and disgusting. And I'm like, how can I harness that into a bottle to send to Spark? Anyway, so that's kind of how I feel about that right now. It feels kind of disgusting. And the other thing is, once we finally do it, once I commit to that and get the spit collected and send it all off and get my Amazon gift cards, it takes a good a few months for them to get back to you. I think they send you the gift card pretty quickly, as your payment for submitting a sample, but which sounds so disgusting, but it takes them a long time because they add it to the database, and they're working on probably thousands of entries at one time, and they're probably being very thorough, and it's going to take them a while to process that sample. So you might not hear anything for 18 months, 2 years from the time that you submit the sample. And so emotionally, I don't know that I'm ready to do it. Like, I will be, but once I submit those samples, it's the difference between nebulously not knowing and knowing that I will get an answer, which can be a good thing, but it also can be kind of scary. And I told y'all that story of my uncles who were nonverbal and who were most likely autistic. So that would just kind of confirm, if I get a confirmation, it's just kind of like, sometimes you just rather not know. Like if you're hypertensive, like your blood pressure's up, but you just don't go to the doctor and you just don't think about it. So if you don't think about it, it's not real, right? That's terrible. I mean, but we do that. Like, I'm not saying don't go to the doctor if you're hypertensive. And if you think you might be hypertensive, then definitely go to the doctor. But you know how we kind of just bury our heads in the sand and we try not to think about stuff? That's how I feel about the Spark thing. It's like, oh goodness, it's so much work to put it together, make sure I collect the samples, talk my older boys into doing it, because they're not going to be real thrilled when I say, hey, I need a teaspoon of spit from you, and they're going to test us for autism or test our genes for whatever, blah, blah, blah. So I haven't, convinced them to do it yet. And just the mental and emotional energy it's going to take to do it myself, get my husband to do it, get the 2 older boys to do it, and then try to get my little boys figured out and get their spit collected. And then when I send it off, knowing that at some point I'm going to get an answer. Like, I might not want an answer, Anyway, so I want some comments. Y'all tell me what you think. Have you done it? What was it like? Have you gotten your Amazon gift card if you did it? How did you feel about it? Do you know what I'm talking about with the whole, do I want to go through all of this and really know? And then, did you get answers? Has anybody been in it long enough to where you've waited the 18 months or the 2 years or however many years and you've gotten answers? That's what I'm really interested to know. And just, say a little prayer that I'll work my nerve up to do it, because I'm not there yet. But I do need to kind of calm down life from Frank's surgery. And if nothing else, y'all, I got to get this pool cleaned out because it's about to be summertime and this pool looks nasty. I'm going to turn around and let you look. Y'all see? That's needing some serious work. So that's one of our goals for while Frank's off of work, and when he starts to feel better, he is healing well, by the way. He's still in some pain, but he's healing well, is get that pool figured out so that we can get in the pool, because that's our therapy. That's our summer therapy, is we're in the pool every single day, and the little boys really love it. So anyway, comment below and let me know what you think about this whole Spark study. And today's shout out goes to Tawaki. Tawaki and I have been talking via YouTube, and I think we're on Instagram and Facebook now, because you've come over and joined us on Instagram and Facebook. And Tawaki is just now starting her autism journey. Her baby is 20 months old, and she had just started seeing signs that there may be autistic behaviors, and so she's just starting that process. Tawaki, I don't even think you've been to early intervention yet or anything like that, right? And we've talked a little bit about how do we get him to communicate? How do I reach him? So she's just now starting that journey. So y'all say a little prayer for her, because this is a very overwhelming situation. You don't know what to do. You don't know how to communicate with your own child. You don't know if it was your fault. You don't know what caused it, and you just have this despair. So I just want to encourage you, Tawaki, you're not alone. We've all been down this road, and some of us are further along than others, but y'all leave a little comment for her and give her a little encouragement. And Tawaki, I'm so glad that you're here and that you're interacting and that you found us, and that you're part of the inner circle, and you can kind of keep us posted on your baby's journey and his progress, and let us know if you're able to get in with early intervention, or what your pediatrician says. And you may be in a state where you can get straight into an autism center. Generally it takes a while. You get on a waiting list and you wait, 6-8 months, a year even just to get in for the eval, it can be kind of difficult, but keep us posted and let us know. And we're so glad that you're here. So this is a shout out for Milwaukee. So anyway, if you like this video, make sure you click the thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you're interested in knowing more about Ellis Fam Life, hashtag Autistic Twins. Definitely leave me a comment. This is a dialogue. Let me know what you're thinking about this whole Spark study. Share this video if you know of someone who needs to be in the inner circle or needs to know our story or needs to meet us or us meet them. Go join our Facebook page. We're Ellis Fam Life, hashtag Autistic Twins. Instagram is EllisFamLife_Autistic Twins. If you want to know more about CBD, we have a CBD Facebook page, Ellis Fam Life, hashtag Autistic Twins, or CBD VIP. Go check it out if you're interested in knowing more about our CBD story. And anyway, like, comment, share, subscribe, ring the bell to get notifications. Thank you all for being here. I have so much fun just talking, because you know I'm just a talker. I especially love to see what y'all think. Because there's so many different opinions out there, and it takes a lot to hurt my feelings. I've kind of grown a thick skin when it comes to, we tend to be kind of ultra sensitive about autism. So y'all leave me comments and let me know what you think. So anyway, and I'm going to go and start working on videos for Wednesday and Saturday. Y'all know I look forward to next time.